lead the Rangers 7-2. Luke Gregerson comes into the game, fourth pitcher of the day for the Astros. Gregerson 2-1, 5.57 ERA, 24 games, 21 innings, 25 hits, 9 walks, 24 strikeouts. League batting .291 against Gregerson. Struggled in his outing yesterday. Came on to pitch the seventh, gave up a single, a walk. He also committed the first balk of his big league career and came out of the game. Will Harris got the final 2 outs of that seventh inning. As it'll be Odor, DeShields, and Pete Kozma do up for the Texas Rangers. Odor, he homered back in the 5th inning. Well, it's a pleasure to be joined by Bill Brown last couple of days. He's here yesterday and doing the game today. 3 infielders on the right side. The wind has really picked up. Rain is coming shortly. First pitch, and that's a fastball outside. Well, Bill Brown, he has been sitting in the seat occupied by Steve Sparks for so long that now he sounds like Steve Sparks. It's the most amazing thing ever.
He's a talented man.
I've never seen that before in my life.
I mean, I'm a talented man.
1-0, swinging a miss, 1-1. I guess the jig is up. Good to see you again, Steve.
Thanks, buddy. Brownie doesn't have stamina. He can't go 9.
And a plane to catch back to Houston.
Right,
So, taking off. 1-1. That is inside. You got here just before game time. After heading home to see your youngest daughter graduate from high school. So congratulations to her. Congratulations to you and your wife. And
I mean, the best part about, obviously proud of our daughter, but getting to spend some time with my parents that came from Tulsa. They picked me up here after Friday night's game. We drove home and drove back this morning, back here to Arlington. So I got to spend a lot of time with my parents too.
That's really neat. The 2-1, that's down at end as the rain is falling here in Arlington.
It's all about pumping strikes right here for Luke Gregerson.
And he certainly knows that. Here's the 3-1 to Odor. That's line foul and out of play off to the left. Full count.
He's given up 1 run in his last 6 appearances, Luke, and he says he doesn't feel quite right. He hasn't felt quite right for about 3 weeks now. But he says it feels like it's getting closer and closer. I remember seeing a particular pitch against the Minnesota Twins when he threw a fastball to Joe Mauer. I don't think I've ever seen a sinker drop like that.
3-2, swinging a foul back to the screen as Odor really battling here.
For that, I tend to believe that Luke's getting much closer to where he was the first month of the season anyway. He had that one horrible outing against the Kansas City Royals. Very dependable. The Astros are going to need him greatly throughout the season.
Astros heading to Kansas City after this game as the rain continues to fall. Just started this half inning. 3-2. And Odor ropes it down the right field line into the seats foul. Out in front of a breaking ball. Odor, tough man to walk. He's only walked 11 times this year, which is on a greater pace than he was last year when he walked 19 times all season. Became just the second player in Major League history to walk fewer than 20 times and hit 30 or more homers. Hit 33 home runs last year, career high. And walked 19 times, struck out 135 times in 150 games. 3-2. Did he go around on the breaking ball? He sure did. Odor down on strikes. Can't hold up on the slider. 1 out.
13 strikeouts for the Astros pitchers in this one. What was it, 18 in last night's, Robert?
And the 18 yesterday tied a club record for a 9-inning game as Odor not happy to get rung up on the check swing.
Well, true to form, what you were just mentioning, pitchers know when a guy doesn't walk very often, so 3-2 doesn't have to be that automatic fastball. He's going to swing anyway.
33 home runs, 19 walks for Odor last year. Only other player with 30 or more home runs, fewer than 20 walks in a season, Andres Galarraga, 1994 with the Rockies. Delino DeShields, he doubled in the 7th as a pinch hitter, has stayed in the game in center. Gregerson delivers. That's inside. Man, these Astros fans are into it.
Yeah, they're all here.
They chanted, "Let's go Astros." Heard that chant break out a few times. Of course, a good number of the fans that are still here in this rain are Astros fans. Can't blame them. 1-0. That's hit foul and out of play right side. A lot of the Rangers fans heading for the exits, and even the ones who are still here obviously are going to be somewhat subdued as the Astros 2 outs away from sweeping this series.
Well, think about how important this series has been in the overall scheme for the Astros. We talked about this was maybe the last thing they had to really exercise coming into Globe Life Park, where they played so poorly the last few years.
1-1. That's inside. Well, coming into the year was, well, can the Astros get past the Rangers? Can the Astros finally beat the Rangers? Well, they took 3 out of 4 from them in early May in Houston. Then it was, all right, can you win games at Globe Life Park? Well, the Astros have done that. Taken the first 2 games and a good chance to win this one, leading 7-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the ninth. 2-1. That's way inside. 3-1 now to DeShields. Gregerson snatches at the baseball on the return throw from Gaddis. He'll get a feel of the rosin bag. Of course, tougher conditions with the rain falling. And so, and granted, it's 2 series, right? These teams still have 6 more series against each other.
Yeah, so we probably gave this series a little bit more credence than it matters, but
or 4 more series against each other, I should say. But go on.
But the fact of the matter is, the Astros hanging on to this one, they're going to be 25 games above 500. I mean, this is a really solid, complete baseball team right now.
Trying to nail down their 10th consecutive win. 3-1. That is in there for a strike at the top of the zone. DeShields taking a step toward first for the full count.
Condition. Ted Barrett, the crew chief out there at second base, knows what's at stake here. Man, this is going to keep coming for quite a while.
Trying to see if he can get through this 9th inning. Gregerson trying to get some dirt out of his cleats, make sure he has some good footing. That's the hardest part. 3-2. And DeShields hits it down the right field line. Long run for Springer. Has a play. Slowing down. Makes the catch on the jog by the line. And the Rangers are down to their final out.
Well, they probably had to look through some raindrops to keep track of that baseball toward the line. But a nice job getting to the ball quickly to make.
And now it's Pete Kozma. Kozma is 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
You get those close-ups of the hitters, too, with rain coming down like this. Over the bill of that batting helmet, you see the raindrops falling down. How hard is that to try to see a baseball coming at you?
Pretty soon there's going to be no one in the uncovered seats. Whoever's sitting there now, you see a lot of them starting to move to cover. First pitch, that's high. Of course, now with 2 outs in the inning, a lot of fans anticipating trying to make a quick exit, too. The concourse has to be jam-packed right now. Great crowd on hand. Announced the attendance of over 39,000. We've had good crowds for all 3 of these games at Arlington. Here's the 1-0 to Kozma. That's high. 2 balls and no strikes. Rain getting heavier. Lights have been on for quite a while here. Just saw a bolt of thunder, or a bolt of lightning rather, in the distance.
Mannerisms of players out there. Gregerson, after throwing these pitches, he's licking his fingers. What does he need to lick his fingers for?
Here's a 2-0. Ground ball foul at the third baseline. Into the seats it bounces. Fans in rain ponchos chasing after it.
Ball boy runs out of the Ranger dugout with the base inside of the town before getting to the umpire.
Yeah. 2-1. Breaking ball just missed inside.
Well, good.
Sure did.
Not the usual Luke Gregerson. Slider that sweeps away from the right. He's backed up, ran inside on Kozma. Still looks to be pretty close.
Pitch effects backs up. Ryan Blakeney rather on that call. Pitch being inside. Here comes the 3-1. That's inside, ball 4. So the Rangers keep hope alive here on the bottom of the ninth. And Shin-Soo Choo will stand in. He is 0 for 3.
But nobody budging. Looks like they're going to try their hardest to get this one through. Trying to work on those hard plastic spikes that are behind the mound to get the mud from in between its cleats so he can get proper footing.
Choo is 0 for 3, hit by a pitch in the 7th. Gurriel playing Cosmo takes off. First pitch, swinging a miss, strike one. Pretty good slider there. Cosmo takes second on defensive indifference. And now Gaddis is going to go out to the mound, make sure that he and Gregerson on the same page as far as the sign pattern with the runner now at second.
Yeah, he's doing his best to hurry. I mean, he just didn't want to get crossed up. These guys are soaked. These uniforms are sticking to their bodies now.
7-2. Astros lead it. 2 outs. At second in the bottom of the ninth. 0-1 to Chu.